Question 2, we want to solve the triangle. So just like our last one, we have a side with the angle between and another side. And those are what we know. So when you know the angle in between two given side lengths, that is your cue to use law of cosine. So we're going to use law of cosine. And again, we're going to find the third side before we can find the angles. You always want all three sides. So we want b. So find the formula that's going to give us side b squared. And there's 3 to choose from. It's a squared plus c squared minus 2ac times cosine of angle b. So let's plug in everything but b. Side A, it's across from angle A, is 15. C is across from angle C, 23. And then those same two numbers get multiplied by 2. And then cosine of B is 129. And I'm going to save a step here. We want B, not B squared. So when I enter that, I'm going to put it all under a square root. Then we'll just have B. So square root of 15 squared plus 23 squared minus 2 times 15 times 23 times cosine of 129. It's really long, but that's our answer. We just have to type it in. So it's 34, 3 decimal places, 34.47, and the 0 is going to change to a 1 because of that 7. So 34.471. Okay, we have our side. Now, look, we can use law of sines because we have angle A and side A. And to use law of sines, you have to have an angle and an opposite side. And we're going to set that equal to, why did I write A? It's because there's an A on top. It's B. We have angle B and side B. And we're going to solve for A. So sine A and A. And when we plug everything in, we should just be solving for the angle. So 129 over what we just found. Angle A is what we're trying to find, but we know side A is 15. Okay, now we're going to get A by itself. So start with cross multiply. 15 times sine of 129 equals 34.471 times sine of A. We're getting A by itself, so we're going to have to take the inverse eventually. But first, we're going to divide both sides by 34.471. So sine of A equals this. And I'm not putting it in the calculator yet because I want to round just once. If you're rounding more than once, you might get the wrong answer. Okay, now to get A by itself, we got to get rid of sine. And the opposite of sine is sine inverse. So I'm going to take sine inverse of both sides. And that's 1, and that's where we have A. So this whole thing is going to go in the calculator. Functions, sine inverse, that's a 15. 15 times sine of 129, all divided by that side that we originally solved for. Okay, and when it's an angle, we're just rounding to 1 decimal place, so it's 19.8 rounded. And again, make sure you're in degrees. I'm in degrees. When you have 2 angles and you need to find the third, you don't have to do law of sines again. Just remember they all add to 180. So I'm going to take 180 minus the angle we just found minus the angle we were given. So 180 minus 19.8 minus the 129. So that means our third angle is 31.2 degrees because they all have to add to 180.